Hi, and welcome to my next video. Most of this video was taken at Drapers Valley Overlook in Virginia, not too far from Pulaski, Virginia. Anyway, that's where I started. I actually started my day yesterday on US Highway 11, and Drapers Valley Overlook is off of US Highway 11. Anyway, I started my day yesterday. I'm taking it slow because I'm having an issue with my car, the transmission. Not sure what's going on there, but I'm having a bit of an issue. So instead of driving the interstate back to North Carolina, I'm trying to do back roads, or not back roads, but US Highway 11 instead. Later on I'll pick up US Highway 25, and that'll take me most of the way without having to drive too much on the interstate. Anyway, so I started my day yesterday at the Radford Travel Center in Radford, Virginia. Headed south on US Highway 11, drove through Pulaski, and that's where I started my day and basically started the video. First I started with some old Volkswagen Vanagons anyway, and then I made my way past Pulaski up to Drapers Valley Overlook, and then past there, you know, and finished out my day yesterday rather late. Anyway, so I ended up with I added it up, and all totaled, pulling all the video together into one would have been about an hour. It would have ended up being about an hour video, and I decided that an hour is too long, that's too much. So I actually have divided this video into three parts. The last video, of course, was on the old US Highway 11 and the old Volkswagen Vanagons. This video is US Highway 11 and Drapers Valley Overlook. Anyway, and that's pretty much all this video, pretty much the entirety of this video. After I left Drapers Valley, I headed south on US Highway 11, was coming towards Withville, and I'm actually not too far from Withville now. I'm right around Max Meadows, Fort Chiswell. Anyway, so basically this video starts with Drapers Valley Overlook, and most of the video was taken at Drapers Valley, and I think the last video was just of like a pull out with some cows and basically a farm. Anyway, I'm here at a truck stop today. I take that back. I started my day yesterday morning early at 4 a.m. when my cousin woke me up at Cave Mountain Lake State Park. Anyway, then I left and took a nap at Radford Travel Center, and then I did what I call starting my day. You know, I cleaned up, washed my hair, whatever. Okay, so today I'm here at the truck stop, and it's getting a little bit late. It's later. I'm again starting later than I intended, but I want to pull my videos together. I also called the dealership to ask, you know, about recommended maintenance and ask them a few things. And considering that my transmission fluid is a little brown, they definitely recommend that I get it flushed and have a filter change. And I'm of course I want to do the rest of the maintenance. Very expensive. They recommended I drop it off early in the morning because it'll take a few hours to do all of the maintenance at the quick lane. Anyway, but as of right now, I'm headed back to North Carolina, and I'm just taking it slow. Try not to, I guess, overexert the car, if you will, more than I have to. I'm basically trying to avoid the interstate and just moving slow, driving a couple of hours, stopping, you know, letting the car sit for a little bit, starting, you know, getting back on US Highway 11, driving a little bit, stopping, letting the car rest for an hour, you know, until I get home. It's not, I mean, until I get back to North Carolina, back to where I need to be. It's not going to take that long. Probably only, you know, 2-3 more days, hopefully. I have a dermatology appointment on Monday, so I definitely have to be home. I also need to drop the car off and get the maintenance and get everything done. So anyway, let's get to it. Okay, I'm here at Draper Mountain Overlook, off of US Highway 11. There's one here, there's one across the street. I'm going to get out and take some pictures, do a little video, and then get on the road. I am actually very, very sleepy. I'm surprised at how tired, how sleepy I am. Anyway, like I said, I'm going to get going. I have about 30 miles to go to Wytheville, Virginia. That will probably be my last stop. I'm not sure, but it probably will be, because there's a few truck stops in the Wytheville area. I think I got to go maybe a little ways down the interstate, maybe 10 miles or so, 15. That's not going to be too bad. When I get to Wytheville, I will map it and decide then. I know there's a TA that's like right up the very next exit. I think I've opted not to stay there. There's a couple more down the road, a Flying J, I think maybe in a Petro, I don't remember. That will be good options. They're not too far down the road. I can't remember if they're down off of I-77 or off of I-81. I don't remember. What I do know is that the least amount of driving I do on the interstate, the better for the car. That I know. And I will more than likely stay on US Highway 11. US Highway 11 will take me to Bristol, Tennessee, and then at some point, actually I take that back. US 11 will take me to Bristol, and then I have to travel some past there to pick up US Highway 25. If I take US Highway 11 and US Highway 25, I can pretty much take highways all the way into Asheville, North Carolina. But otherwise, I'm going to be doing some time on the interstate, which I really don't want to do. I know when I get to if I go that route, if I go the route and end up off of I-81, or whichever, 40, actually 81 will take me into 40, and end up there close to Newport. I know I cannot drag that mountain. 40, I know there's no way I can do the mountain from Newport to Asheville. It's too steep. The grade is too steep. It'll just be too much load on my car, too much load on the transmission. There's absolutely no way I can do that. I know I can't. But I can take US Highway 25 from Newport into I think basically Marshall, North Carolina, and then it'll be a short drive on the interstate, so it won't be quite as bad. Wherever I can avoid the steep grades, I have to do that. Anyway, I'm here at the Overlook. I'm going to take some pictures and do some video. Okay, this is Draper Mountain Overlook off of US Highway 11. When I leave here, of course, I'm going to keep going south on Highway 11. I kind of hated that I had to leave off, cut my drive on the Blue Ridge Parkway short, but, well, I didn't really cut it short. I only have like 30 miles left in this one little section, maybe, to explore, so that's not really cutting it short. And then I have a short, probably another 30 or 40 mile section from Maggie Valley to Cherokee, and I'll do that another time, maybe when I want to explore, come into Smoky Mountains National Park again, and go to Cades Cove. Or anyway, first I gotta deal with my car. Gotta deal with that issue first. Okay, there's a walking trail here, so I'm gonna walk it a little ways. Hopefully it's not too steep. If it gets too steep, then I'll turn back. But in the meantime, I'm going to walk this trail, and then I'm going to go back and take some pictures and a little video at the Overlook across the street. And, of course, photograph some of my favorite things, which are leaves. Okay, I walked a little ways on this trail. It actually wasn't that difficult, even in flip-flops, but it does get a little more difficult, and the map up there says it will. Anyway, I thought I'd walk you guys through here just a bit. I want to take some more pictures of some more plants. Oops. Okay. Huh, there must be another little walking trail up there because I see a man coming down off of it. Okay, I found another trail, walked down it, and I found a couple of old buildings. There might be some more, but I don't know how far I can actually hike this trail. But anyway, I found this old building, the remains of an old building. I'm going to assume that it was perhaps a house at some point. I mean, that's just my... Ooh, it's a little uneven. The terrain's uneven, so let's walk in here and see what it was. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't a house. I don't know. It was something. And here would have been, well, it would have been the front door. It would have been the front door. Well, I'm not gonna step down there. That's a little too steep. You can see all the, and then, oh, I know this video's a little uneven. I apologize. I don't know what kind of a building this was. I don't know if it was a house or it was something else. Obviously, it's very old and stopped being in use a long time ago. And then here's, you walk out here, and then there's, I guess, the rest of the trail, or part of the trail, a trail, and then you walk out here. Okay, here it is from the opposite side. And I'm going to have to find, my stomach's bothering me a little bit. I'm going to have to leave here and find a bathroom. And also I need to eat a little snack maybe. I'm thinking when I get to Withville, that's not much further. It's only about 30 miles. Hopefully there'll be no issues. Anyway, here we go. Interesting. Very interesting. And then this walks back out to, I guess, another kind of like a little main trail. And there's also another building up there. I'm going to grab some video and pictures of it, and then I'm probably going to get going. Okay, here's an old house up here. This is probably directly off of the highway. Anyway, I don't want to walk too far. I'm getting farther away from the parking lot, so that's actually not a good thing. It looks like they built the house and the fireplace right into the side of the mountain. Wow, that's interesting. Okay, here's the back side of the first old building I encountered. I'm needing to go to the bathroom, and my ankle's starting to hurt a little bit. I forgot to wear my ankle brace, so I'm not going to walk or hike any further. Wish I could, but not today. Anyway, and my last stop will most likely be Withville, like I said earlier. And then I will just find stuff to do, and then take pictures from there. Here we go. Let's see if I can get a better angle. Okay, this is the best angle I think I'm going to get. I've backed up as much as I can, and then I backed into the rocks, and then that's it. I don't want to fall off the rocks. So let's get a side angle. And I'm guessing that this was once a fireplace. I'm guessing. Okay, here's the other side. And then, of course, here's the walking trail. Okay, I'm at the other side across the street at the other overlook at Drapers Valley. There appears to be an old building here that I'm going to go explore if I can in just a moment. Okay, and there's some steps coming up here, but instead of walking the steps, I decided to walk the trail, come up here. Here's the remnants of probably what was once an old house, I would assume, or something similar. Let's walk around to the back. Oh yeah, wow guys, here was probably the entrance. There's a tree that fell in an entrance, and here is the fireplace. Wow, very interesting. Okay, I'm about to try to see if I can make it down the steps and back to my car, which is parked across the street. Here is the steps going up to what used to be, I would assume, an old house. There's a fireplace there, as you could see from the back side. And then there's another little walkway behind that with a tree that fell. This was a gorgeous area at gorgeous house, I'm sure. Gorgeous area. Okay, my phone more or less died. Anyway, there was one more thing I wanted to video. Maybe I'll get to that when I come back. Just want to say I came down the steps. The steps looked way more daunting from down below than they did. They look way more daunting going up than coming down. Anyway, my stomach's bothering me. I'm only about 4 or 5 miles from Pulaski, so I'm going to head back. I have about 30 miles to go to Withville, so I don't want to do that. Anyway, I'm going to map, see what's in Pulaski, see if there's a Dollar Tree, Walmart, that kind of thing. Anyway, and head back there. Okay, before I left and went to Food Lion, I came out here and I took pictures out here at this overlook, Drapers Mountain or Drapers Valley. Anyway, up these steps is the old house. I haven't done anything in between, so this will be the last video, one right directly before this one. Anyway, when I got done, I walked down the steps and I thought, this is where I left off. And the steps going up, I mean, they look a lot more daunting going up than they do coming down. Coming down, they don't look daunting at all. And I'm going up them now just to take a few pictures over here of some of these leaves and things I want to take pictures of. Okay, I'm here. This is Drapers Valley. It is later in the evening. It's about 6 p.m. I was here earlier today, and then I left. I was going to go to Food City, ended up at Food Lion and Dollar Tree. Anyway, here we go. Here's what I wanted to share. Drapers Valley. John Draper's wife, Betty Robertson Draper, was captured by the Shawnee at Draper's Meadow, Blacksburg, in 1755. Mrs. Draper was carried into the Ohio country along with her sister-in-law, Mary Draper Ingalls, and 5 others. 6 years later, John Draper found his wife living in the family of an Indian chief. After paying for her return, the Drapers went home to the New River Valley. About 1765, they moved into a log cabin in the area, still known as Drapers Valley, just to the south and west. Interesting. Okay, I had to turn around. I didn't see the sign for South US Highway 11, so I had to turn around. Came up here, was looking for a place to pull over so I could map and see exactly where it is I need to go. Anyway, because I've got two options. I can go South US 11, or I can go South 100. South 100 will take me to Hillsville, which will take me up to 77 and back up to the interstate there at number 1. I don't know what route I can take, though, going that way. I don't know what way I can go other than 77. I can't go 11, so I have to find something. Anyway, so I gotta find, either go back and go 11, go down the interstate a little bit, and then pick up 11 later going into Bristol. There's two ways. I can go US Highway 11 going into Bristol, or I can take South 100, come into Hillsville, go into 77, but I'm going to be driving the interstate most of the way. I don't want to do that if I can help it. Anyway, so I pulled over onto what I thought was just a little pullout, and it's apparently a road, well, a little driveway, if you will, to this guy's farm. And so I got out and I decided to take a few pictures and a little bit of video. Here are the cows. There's only I only see 2 there. I think that's it. Hi, this first video is of the nature and nature pictures, mountains at the Drapers Valley Overlook. This next slideshow is of plants at the Drapers Valley Overlook. This next video is of orange tulips that are there at the entrance to one of the old, I guess it's used to be an old house. There's an old fireplace there. It's there at Drapers Valley Overlook. There are actually several buildings in and around the walking trails there in the woods. This next video slideshow is of basically a gate, a farm. There's some cows there. I pulled over on the side of the road to map to where I needed to be. I saw the gate. I decided to get out, do some video. Saw the cows. Thought, what the heck. Decided to do a little video and take a few pictures. Okay, this is the conclusion of this second video. There are 3 videos. They were all taken on the same day, as I said previously. First one at US Highway 11 in Pulaski, on US Highway 11, or off of US Highway 11 rather, in Pulaski, Virginia, near the Volkswagen Vanagons. Then this one, which is Drapers Valley Overlook, and then there's going to be a third one that I took when I got to my last location where I'm at now, Max Meadows and Fort Chiswell, basically, and an old abandoned gas station. Anyway, this video, though, is, of course, the second video, Drapers Valley Overlook. I am here at the truck stop. I have not started my day yet, and I need to do that. So, I'm not going to make this video any longer than I have to. And as I said earlier, I'm taking it slow with my car having an issue, with a possible transmission issue. It's not shifting exactly right. So anyways, I'm here and I'm getting ready to start my day. I'm at the truck stop and I will make my way down US Highway 11 and I will probably come in, I'm thinking I'm going to come into Bristol. And at some point I'm going to be able to pick up US Highway 25, and I have decided, actually I think I'll come into 11E, US Highway 11E, and then that'll bring me into US Highway 25, and that branches off to 25E or 25W, and I have decided that I'm probably going to take US Highway 25E. That will take me up through Morristown and past some of the places I've already been, like Douglas Lake, Cherokee Dam, all up in there, and I've been to those places already, but unfortunately that's the route that I chose. I had to make a decision. I could have broken off and went I-77, or taken Virginia Highway 100 south into Hillsville, and then I could have made my way up to the Lambsburg, Virginia Love's Travel Center, but I opted not to because I knew that I would be taking most of the trek would have been on Interstate 77, and I wanted to avoid that if possible. I've noticed that my biggest issues come when I'm on the interstate, when the car's under heavy load, going up the mountains and having to maintain a higher speed. It's rough. It's kind of rough and kind of brutal on a 4-cylinder midsize. It's not the best. It's not great under great conditions. It's not great because a little 4-cylinder midsize does not have a lot of power. And I don't care what some crafty salesman says, they don't. Anyway, but I knew that I would have to take Interstate 77 most of the way. There wasn't really another way to go. Also, 77 would take me in through Charlotte, which I really don't want to do. Now, maybe on the other side of Charlotte, I could have picked up something else and maybe brought me into South Carolina and then back up. I don't know. Anyway, but this is basically going to be the best way. This is the best way that I mapped to take me, and that's going to be 11 into 11E to 25E basically, and that'll take me, like I said, up through Morristown into Newport, and then in Newport I can continue on US 25, and 25E will come to an end, and I'll go back to US 25, and I'll stay on US 25 until I get to I think Interstate 26 around Marshall, North Carolina, and then the rest of the way will have to be the interstate, but it won't be bad. It won't be too bad. And then I get to where I need to go, into Asheville, North Carolina, where my seasonal house is, and where I got a dermatology appointment there. I have my physical therapy there. Everything is there. Doctor's appointments because of the semi-accident. Anyway, I'll make it there, and then take care of everything else that needs to be taken care of, the car, maintenance, everything. So I hope everyone has a good week. God bless. Peace.